Now, there are going to be post-processing effects to obviously cue you that you're dying and you need to fix your ship. Now, we already know that if the ship takes some damage, we'll have some leaks and the place will flood and the alarm will go off and it's a scary, scary time. Oh my God! What is happening? Get the out! It's gonna explode! What's up, everybody? I'm IGP, and welcome back to Subnautica. Today, we're going to be talking about this beautiful machine that we all know and love, the Cyclops, the Pro Boater. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? I'm going to say this first. The Cyclops is great. However, when I'm actually playing survival, which doesn't happen often, but when I do, I almost never make the Cyclops. I have made the Cyclops in the past because I feel like that's a milestone you have to get to, but you really don't actually have to do it. The Cyclops, to me, feels like it should be the focus of exploration. The sea moth is super fast and tiny, it can get anywhere, and it can actually dive pretty damn deep. And then you have the exosuit, which allows you to go to places that no other vehicle is going to allow you to in this game. At least not yet. But the Cyclops, it is a mobile base. It's like an RV. It's amazing. You can take it on road trips and, cook. It does its job, but it doesn't do it to the full extent. I feel like when people are thinking, ooh, I want to explore in Subnautica, I feel like it doesn't really go to the Cyclops in most people's minds. But the idea is to get the Cyclops and exploration synonymous. So I'm going to show you some of the changes that are currently implemented and everything else that's in the works that we have dev videos on and documents. If you guys want links to all this stuff, it is in the description below. Be sure to follow their Trello so you can keep up to date with not only the developments of the Cyclops, but everything else. So let's go ahead and dock on this bad boy. Dock our bodies.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Thanks, man. This guy is awesome. I love that voice. Please don't change it, devs. All right, so the first thing that we're going to be talking about is the Cyclops driving changes. Again, this is all listed in a document that they have put together. Link is down in the description below. But the driving changes, for instance, are going to be different speeds. You're going to have flank speed, standard, and silent running speed. These are going to be tuned to have different power usage versus the speed, obviously. And of course, the idea of this is to actually drive cautiously when you're in a dangerous area. They're going to be adding the element of sound when it comes to danger in the Cyclops. So the more sound that you create, the more it will attract bigger creatures. Honking the horn will be a huge mistake in the future. But that's the idea. You'll have the silent running where you'll go very slow and create the least amount of noise possible. And of course, you'll use less power. So you can tune it to different settings depending on if you're trying to preserve power or even just avoid giant creatures. This guy's not really alarming to me, but you know what? I don't know what his fucking intentions are. I could be dead. Now, to sum up what I'm talking about, they say the use of power from the Cyclops generates mechanical noise. This is attached to the Cyclops and it attracts big, aggressive creatures towards the source of that noise and makes them attack as well. They are more likely to attack more often, and for longer, the more mechanical noise there is. The noise concept will also extend to bases, the exosuit, and sea moth as well. So obviously, if you decide to take the sea moth over close to the Aurora, you're probably going to attract a Reaper and die. So that's just pretty much bad news. Now, another thing they're adding is the detection device. They say you can use a builder to build a detector and put it on your Cyclops bridge or in your base. This is a hot-cold detector that looks for incoming large-massed moving bodies. It's going to pulse every second, glowing green when it's clear, yellow, and then all the way to red as it detects a big mass at a close distance. And it says as the severity increases, it goes from a gentle ping to an ominous danger sound. That's going to give you all kinds of alerts. Visually to audibly, you'll know if something's about to fuck you up. So now, in the beginning, I gave you a quick preview of the new HUD that's in the works and might possibly change, but we do have an idea of what they're going for. They're adding a whole bunch of different elements to the Cyclops to give it more depth, not literally speaking. Some of these things, I have no idea what they are. Obviously, I have no idea what that means. I can guess, obviously by context, but I don't speak that language, unfortunately. Just kidding. All right, on the right side, as you can see in the top, we have probably a power consumption meter. It's cut off a bit, you can't really see it. And then down below it, you have the lights, I'm assuming. Down below that one is probably the radar. And down below that is the shield. The awesome shield effects that have been added. Again, this is a developer video. You can get access to it from the Trello. But this, I'm assuming, is to reduce damage taken. If you get into a dangerous area, you'll be able to enable the shields. and take less damage or take no damage at all, obviously it's going to use a lot of power to do that. It kind of reminds me of we need to go deeper, because in Subnautica we do need to go a little bit deeper. In addition to all of that, on the left side, I believe this is probably the speed. I'm assuming the top one means we're not going to move at all, and then you got the flank and other types of speed that we discussed earlier, or these might just be faster settings and it increases noise as it gets higher. Not sure just yet, but as you can see in the beginning, we do have a health bar. I'm assuming that's what that is. And then below that, I actually don't know. Could be the shields, could be the radar. Maybe that's what that means. We do have a radar button on the side that might enable it to show on the left side. And then obviously something big is moving around this guy. All in all, that's pretty fucking awesome. I like the idea of giving this a lot more settings to play around with. So again, you can use it for exploration. And I hope that the higher speeds are actually going to be faster than the current speeds. I would very much like that. And yes, please give me punishments. I want to travel fast, and I'm willing to take that risk as an explorer that I will attract large mass bodies that will eat the entire Cyclops in one gulp. I am totally fine with that. Just give me the speed and the Cyclops and we're golden. All right, so we're back in my Cyclops, my beautiful pro boater. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is something you already know about. And that's fine, because as soon as that developer video hit, everyone was talking about it. And that's the Cyclops explosion. But before we get to the explosion, I want to talk about how we get to that point and why it's here now. Obviously, with all the changes and adding the exploration part back into the Cyclops, we have shields, we have all this stuff hinting at the Cyclops potentially being destroyed or damaged, and that's what we're looking at. Now, there are going to be post-processing effects to obviously cue you that you're dying and you need to fix your ship. Now, we already know that if the ship takes some damage, we'll have some leaks and the place will flood and the alarm will go off, and it's a scary, scary fucking time. Oh my fucking god! What is happening? Get the fuck out! It's gonna explode! So the post-processing effects, or the visual effects you're gonna get as a cue to let you know, aside from the health bar, is that the place is gonna start smoking. Again, I'm assuming this because they do have the effects available. For instance, if you type in VFX Cyclops Smoke 0.1, you'll get it. And it says Cyclops Smoke Screen, FX controller to 0.1. Now, this is just a small bit of smoke. You probably can't even see it. As we increase it, though, to 0.2, you're gonna see it gets a little bit darker. 0.3 is where you're gonna start seeing that it's actually kind of cloudy. And you can see the smoke actually rising to the top here. 0.4 is a little heavy. This by this time, like if you're driving and you see this, you're like, seriously, fix your fucking Cyclops. 0.5 is pretty bad. And as we go up, it becomes even more difficult to navigate throughout your place. I mean, 0.7 is pretty damn bad. I can kind of tell where I'm at. If I had no power on this thing, oh wait, I can turn off interior lights, right? That's awesome. Ooh, but this is 0.8. Fuck, get back the lights. Or the lights, here we are. Turn them back on. Can't see it. Okay, I still can barely see. 0.9. Again, it looks like actually the smoke effects are following the character rather than the Cyclops itself. I guess I can't really tell all that much. It looks like it's following me. Probably not, I'm just mistaken. And then if we just go to 1, this is pretty bad. I'm actually curious to see if it can go higher. Nope, 1 is the highest. Wait, okay, I can't see shit. What is this? Hello? Oh. So I'm at the pod for where the other things dock. Okay, cool. So let's set this back to 0 because I can't see anything. There we go. Woo, it is beautiful. That was a Cyclops I destroyed for that little gag because I'm stupid. Now, of course, when it gets to a certain point, you're gonna see this. Well, you won't see this per se unless you're outside. If your place is about to explode, which I imagine the Suzy Q of the Cyclops would tell you that it's gonna happen, you'd be outside and be able to see that. But if you're in the inside, it's gonna look terrible for you. And that's the explosion. There's no sound effect just yet, obviously, but it does look pretty damn cool. And in addition to that, the Cyclops will actually break apart and become debris. And I'm not sure if you can scavenge it for metal or pick up some pieces and stuff that you might have stored on the Cyclops, but who knows? It's an awesome looking explosion. They actually do pretty good on explosions in this game, I'll tell you that. I'm gonna watch that one more time. And there you go. And that's the explosion from a distance. It's actually blue. I thought it was green up there, and now it's blue. Excellent. Cyclops is dead. And this is what you would see after the explosion happens. This is actually something I've been wanting to happen for a long time because currently in the game, you can't destroy your Cyclops. So let's say that, you know, you made another one by accident, which shouldn't really happen, or you lost the other one and it got flooded and you no longer have the blip for it and you have to make another one, you can't really destroy it. It will still be in the world. This time, we're looking at a possibly completely destroyed, or partially destroyed, actually. It looks like at the top right, just the back part of it's gone. I wonder if this is something you can actually fix, too, with a welder, right? That'd be some magical fucking fixing if they can manage to pull off just, you know, brushing that thing over and then all of this material is just coming together, fixing up that dirty old Cyclops. So as you can see, the interior, the models have already been done, and this will be in-game soon, I imagine. But that's kind of awesome. So now we're gonna have, and this is gonna be a result of also taking damage. I assume the health bar reaches 0 or comes close to it, the place will start smoking. If it floods, whatever the case may be, it will blow up, and you have a destroyed Cyclops, and then you have to make another one, which really sucks. See, the benefit of this, too, is giving that whole element of, like, holy shit, this thing took forever to make, and I don't want to lose it. So now, I have to be very careful where I take this thing, because if I take it too far, or come near way too crazy creatures, we're gonna lose it, and then probably everything inside of it. So that is pretty much it, all the information that I've found on the updates, or the future updates to the Cyclops. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Another thing I want to show off real quick is something that caught my eye when I was finding it, is a new HUD. And it's basically going to look something like this. They make it look a little bit more visually appealing. I do have to say that I was very fond of the way that it was listed already, or the way it currently is, because I've gotten used to it. This is going to throw me off. And one of the things that's going to throw me off more than anything else is going to be the fact that the numbers aren't there anymore. Like, the food that you eat, the water that you drink, any item that replenishes any one of those meters tells you how much exactly it replenishes. That way I can know, hey, do I need to use this med kit right now? Or should I drink this water? Do I absolutely need it? The bars kind of throw me off in a way. So maybe if they add some numbers to it, I can approve. I will say it does look damn good. I'd say it fits the theme overall, but I really, really appreciate the way it is now. So let me know what you guys think. Also for anything, really. If you have any suggestions, or if you want the devs to see your opinion on something, or have one of your ideas be taken into account, be sure to post in the comment section below. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already to keep up to date with all of my latest videos. I love you all, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!